how can family law proceedings affect your criminal trial? Let me give you a couple of examples. Say you're a man and you're charged with sexually assaulting your wife and you're in the midst of divorce proceedings involving custody. Now, within those divorce proceedings, you're going to be delivering affidavits on motions for custody. There's going to be cross-examinations on those. So there's going to be transcripts produced of your cross-examinations in the family law proceedings. And there's going to be affidavits delivered. In the rape case, in the sexual intercourse involving your wife, you're going to be going to trial, say, a year or two later in the Superior Court of Justice, whether it's a judge and jury or judge alone. Now, typically in this case, you're going to be testifying. How can this be used against you? So let's say you delivered an affidavit in the family proceedings and you say something in criminal court. You say X in criminal court, but yet in your affidavit you said Y. You're going to be confronted with that by the prosecutor in court during your cross-examination, and the Crown's going to argue that you're not credible or reliable because you're inconsistent. This happens a lot, by the way. And it's hard to keep, even if you're telling the truth, it's hard to keep a person's story straight. I mean, every time you tell something, whether you're telling the truth or lying about it, it's going to be slightly different. Let's face it, no one can tell the same version of events the exact same way every time. And if it's a major inconsistency, it can be devastating. I've seen innocent people with major inconsistencies. Maybe they were nervous at the time of their family proceedings. Maybe they're nervous in criminal court. And all of a sudden they go, oh my God, I just ruined my case. I'm going to get convicted of this. So that's how it can be used against you. It can be used to cross-examine you in criminal court, either your affidavit or your testimony, and it's called an examination for discovery or cross-examination on a motion in the divorce proceedings, which are subsequently produced as a transcript, and then the Crown will cross-examine you on that if they find that there's an inconsistency when you testify during your examination in chief in the criminal court. This is a very effective technique which Crowns use. They're professionals at it. The important thing to remember here is you need to be fully prepared right from the get-go. During your divorce proceedings, you need to work with your criminal lawyer to get a proper statement sent to your divorce attorney to make sure the affidavits are going to be consistent with what you're going to testify to at the criminal trial. And finally, to be prepared properly. That's the bottom line. And this takes place very early on. So this goes for sexual assault. There's a lot that goes for domestic assault. Domestic assault can range from assaults right up to a serious aggravated assault, where if your wife's alleging that. And again, wives are charged too. We represent wives with assault and all sorts of offenses. So the family proceedings can be used against you. Now, conversely, and fortunately, I might add, this works for the alleged victim as well. So the wife in the divorce proceedings may deliver an affidavit. She may testify at the examination for discovery or cross-examinations on motions in the family proceedings. That can be used against her at the criminal trial. So for example, I do this all the time. I just did 2 recent big sexual assault trials. So coincidentally won both, which was good. The client was very excited about that. Clients. In both of these cases, there was divorce proceedings. There was a custody battle, and the wife had claimed in both cases that we maintained this was the motive to lie, that they were claiming sexual intercourse and some abuse regarding the children, et cetera. It was all a big quagmire in the affidavits. So the wife had, in both cases, had produced affidavits stating this in the children's proceedings, had also testified on motions. At the trial, both of them testified quite inconsistently with what they had said in both the affidavit and during their testimony, and we were able to expose them as being not credible or reliable, and were able to win both cases. So this is a very important issue. It works both ways. It can work against victims. It can work against accused. The bottom line is whether you're a victim or an accused, or alleged victim or complainant or accused, you have to properly prepare before you deliver an affidavit or before you testify in your family proceedings, because it can come back to bite you in the criminal court. And in the hands of a skilled lawyer, you'll just be ripped apart. If there's an inconsistency, they'll expose it, and there's no way you're going to win your case. Thank you for watching our video. We are absolutely committed to bringing you the best possible criminal and DUI educational videos. If you found this video helpful, please like it and subscribe to our YouTube channel. If you've been charged with a criminal offense in Ontario and require our services, please click on the link in the description below.